Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk to you about something called a belief scale. I'm going to share a few stories with you and then also get your insight on what you use in order to scale your belief system in moments where maybe you might not necessarily be a 10 on your level of belief. So, thank you for joining me today. I want to know, how do you measure your belief? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope you're all having a blessed up Monday. You are going to love today's topic because it is all about scaling your belief. We all have a belief ceiling. So we have this ceiling on what we think is possible as far as what we can achieve, maybe with our body, with our business, with our relationships, with our whatever you want to say in your overly full life box. It's one thing to set goals. It's another to get clear on the emotions that get brought up and your beliefs around them. Today, I called somebody and was looking to really just kind of looking out for clients. When people are under my wing, I do whatever I can in order to make sure that they're successful. And so when I have clients that are struggling with something, I reach out to my network with people that I know are experts and pros in certain areas. And I'll be like, hey, what are your qualifications in XYZ? What is your experience with XYZ? Do you have experience with this? And then typically it's yes. So I reached out to my girl and she works with the MBA. She works with mixed martial arts artists in the MMA and all pro athletes and elite entrepreneurs. And I reached out to her today because I had a client that had a possible ACL tear. And she does a lot of really deep dive healing. And so she had asked me a question because then I was like, yeah, I definitely want to start working with you as well, just preventative stuff. It's one thing to get into something when it's too late. And sometimes it happens, life happens. We get knocked on our butt in our business and our life with our body. It's another to be in a space of, wait a second, who's a part of my lineup? So I make sure I'm operating at peak states as a pro so that I can tackle anything that comes my way and I'm going to be extra resilient. That's more my mindset. That's what I try to get your guys' mindset to be as well. And so I reached out to her and then she was asking me these questions as far as auditing. And I get it because I do the same thing with my clients in phase 3 of their program where we audit their life and we go through category by category. So she's asking me what is your, on a 1 through 10, what is your belief system around belief? And I was like, I think I'm about a 10. And she goes, wow, I've never heard that before. I was like, I'm a 10 because I'm going to tell you why. I'm a 10 because when I know that I am a 5 with my own ceiling on my belief of what I believe I can achieve maybe in, I don't know, webinars, right? As far as my level of success with webinars or my level of success with, I don't know, making $1 million or my level of belief of scaling my network. I will find the experts that I resonate with and I will hire them, or I'll figure out how can I take on their belief system until their belief becomes my own. And so I will hire them. I will get in rooms with them. I will pay for proximity. I will serve my way in. I will earn my way in, or I will pay my way in order to make sure that eventually my belief system goes from maybe that lower number in order to be a higher number of a 10. So I'll position myself in a way where I have positioned myself for success. And I was like, that's why I rate myself a 10, because if I'm not personally a 10, maybe I'll be a 2 or a 3, or I'll be a 5, or I'll be an 8. I will find the people that are 10s and I will put myself in proximity with those 10s so that eventually that rubs off onto me where I become a 10 in that one area. And if it takes a year, 3 years, 5 years, it doesn't matter. Eventually, I know I'm going to scale and my ceiling is going to expand. All right. And so she thought that was really fascinating. And I'm like, actually, it's true. That's what I've always done in order to reach higher levels of success and to expand my ceiling. And that's even currently what I'm doing right now. I've got 2 coaches right now that I'm under their wing, as well as I do with my clients to bring them under my wing. And so everything gets fast tracked into this time machine. And I also said to her, and I want to share this with you because maybe it's going to create a little mindset shift for you, is that if you are not taking ownership into certain things that you think you're like maybe a lower number on, you are being irresponsible and disrespectful when you know something and you don't do anything about it. You're being irresponsible and disrespectful to your business, to your family, to your clients, to yourself if you know better and you're not doing better. It's being irresponsible and also disrespectful. If I know something and I'm not sharing it with you guys, I feel like it's being irresponsible because I already know it. If I know it and I'm not applying it, not only is it being disrespectful, but it's being irresponsible. Why know something and do nothing with it? It's a waste of time and energy. It's a disrespect and an irresponsibility. And if you've learned anything, if I share anything with you, this is something that I've recently learned, maybe like 2 years back, where with a lot of people have a higher level of fear of success than they do a fear of failure. And a lot of studies have shown like subconsciously people are more afraid of their success than they are of their failures, because failures are something that maybe they've had in the past, but success, maybe they've had it for a little bit and they're afraid that they can't handle the responsibilities that come with success. And there's a quote that goes out there. It's a famous quote. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, where they say, with great power comes great responsibility. And a lot of people are not okay with the extra responsibility that comes with power. But what a lot of people don't understand is that with great power, or with great responsibility, also comes massive power. And sometimes, and Merriam-Webster says, it's our light that scares us, not necessarily our dark. Most people are afraid of how powerful that they could possibly be, because they might not be capable of sustaining and handling that type of power and that type of success. And that's something that I personally had to overcome subconsciously, was the fear of success, of will I be able to keep up? Have you ever said that with something where that you've worked on achieving, like, can I keep up with myself? Am I capable of keeping up with what I want? And with like my big dreams and my big goals and my big visions? Because like, I don't know. And I want to share that with you as well. And another thing too is like, I think maybe I'll keep it short on that part. But I don't know about you guys, but I know with me, like, when I haven't done something, or if I can't figure something out, it really pisses me off. It like makes me mad, not to the point where I'll give up, but to the point where I start to ask myself these questions. I'm going to share them with you. Is like, what can I do about this situation with where I'm with the resources that I currently have, with the network that I currently have, with the information that I currently have, if I haven't achieved that one thing that I want? So what can I do? Number one. Number two is, how can I shift this? Even if it's like 1 degree, 2 degrees, 5 degrees, how can I shift this? What can I get, or who can I get help from? So I pay my way, I earn my way, I serve my way. Who can I get help from? Who has what I want? Sometimes seeing that somebody has something that you want is inspiring alone, right? So we find mentors, coaches, people that we want to be around, social media stuff. You guys come to my live streams. Who has what I want? Maybe it's a mindset. Maybe it's a bank account. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a body. Maybe it's whatever. Who has what I want? How can I hire them? Not everybody is a coach, even though they've achieved a lot of success in a certain area. Not everybody can coach, can teach. So who can teach this? Who has what I want, and who can teach it to me? And then the other is, am I coachable? Am I coachable, or am I not coachable? Because that's another thing. You might want help, and I've had consultations and conversations on this before, and I've had a few people where they decided not to move forward with it. And I said, like, listen, you're at a crossroad. You're about a 50-50. This just comes down to a decision. You seem like you're the type of person that once you make a decision, you do follow through with it. But I'm just not certain that you're coachable right now. Maybe you need to go through more of an experience or get something out of your system, because when you have an experience, you then have knowledge. Sometimes you have to go through things in life to give you those experience to realize, like, okay, now I don't want any more of this. And now I am coachable, because I'm tired of like of having the same experiences and feeling like I'm stuck and I'm not making any progress. And I just keep trying to do this on my own and it's just not working. So now I'm coachable. So I ask myself these questions. Am I coachable right now? Because sometimes there's been seasons in life where I wasn't coachable. I wasn't coachable, even though I found the right coach. I had the resources, I had the money, I had the XYZ, and I just wasn't coachable. And so when I ask myself these questions, then I kind of get down into this space where I'm like, all right, now like let's move forward. Or like, what do I need? What can I do? Is there something else that I want to try first? Remember, sometimes you got to get some certain things out of your system. And then I'm going to go the route of XYZ. Or sometimes maybe you just need to wait a little bit longer and find that right person that you know is going to be able to help you get on the other side of your current situation and your current circumstance. Sometimes it's a group, sometimes it's a self-study, sometimes it's actually like a one-on-one. Ideally, if I can afford it, I personally prefer one-on-one, because I want my stuff customized for me and what season I'm in my business and in my life, and how to get out of it as fast as possible. But everybody's different. Some people want to be a part of like teams. I just know for me, like I get distracted if I'm focusing on everybody else, but I want like that one-on-one. I want it customized because I want healthy speed. I want that healthy speed. I want to move whatever I'm going through out of it and through it as fast as possible. And yeah, so that's like the biggest message for today, as far as like your belief, like how to audit a belief system and how to scale your belief system. A few different mindset resets to take away from today on just like how I audit and how I process the way that I'm moving in business and in life. And hopefully you'll be able to take some of this with you today that will make a big impact on a belief scale. So yeah. All right, guys, if you have any big takeaways, go ahead and drop them below. If you found value in today's live stream, go ahead and share it. Take a screenshot of it, share it, tag me so I can make sure that I give you guys credit as well. And make sure you follow, share, and comment. I love your engagement and your participation. It keeps me going. It keeps me inspired to keep showing up for these live streams as well. It's a synergistic exchange. And if there's a topic that you want more conversation on, make sure you also send me a message. I do respond to all my messages, and I do look at all my comments, and I do respond to all that stuff. So sending you guys so much love, many blessings. What's up, Paulina? And I will see you guys later. All right, and stay tuned for the email. If you want a accountability calendar, as far as like self-accountability, make sure you sign up for the accountability calendar. It is inside of the link in my bio, but if you don't have it, it is www.tanyacoliver.com/calendar. And if you want something more self-study on time management, time auditing, multitasking, productivity, you can also get that in the bio, tanyacoliver.com/get it done. That is a self-study course. But of course, if you want it one-on-one, we can always go through that as well, and many other things too. So I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed up day, and I'll talk to you mañana. Bye.